I'm going deep. Hey, welcome back. It is that time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Falcon and Winter Soldier Roundtable. We have the usual suspects in the house. How is everyone doing?
Doing good, man. Like the new intro.
Good. That was fire.
Yeah, it was amazing.
That is courtesy of Mr. Anzo, Bigger 4 Entertainment. He threw that together for me earlier this week, so I wanted to go ahead. He's on, he got his mic mute.
Shit, my bad.
Of course, between him and LDG, I keep hot stuff going, so I appreciate the help and support because I am not gifted enough to do that crap. So thank you very much. It is much appreciated.
Not a problem. Still waiting for my OOC intro, but I'm pretty sure that'll come soon.
It's coming.
I can tell you. Well, a lot of y'all in the chat don't hear behind stage. It's something I heard today that was sacrilegious. There were a couple individuals on the panel that said that this show was meh. All right, okay. I want to kick myself in the ass. I did not come up with new Phantom Zones, but I promise you, I will work on that for the next two shows to rectify that problem.
You should have told me when I could have sent you, Danny. I've been working on some all week, bro.
I'm gonna go back into the lab next week, buddy.
You may need them.
This stuff can't happen. But before we get into the meats and bone of this stuff, I'm gonna go around the panel real quick. Everybody, shout out what's going on in their neck of the woods in their world, and then we get into the show. First, gonna start off with Anzo. What's going on, Anzo?
What's up, Danny? Glad to be on the show again. What's up, people? The channel Bigger Forward Entertainment. Check it out. Chaos List, Chaos Conversation, OOC. We had a fire show last week. I'm going to try and keep that up, and I'm going to set something up so that we can have a nice, good panel on there. So look out for that, guys. Other than that, man, great to be here, Danny. Let's do this.
Thank you, sir. And next on the show is Mr. Chris Knight. What's going on in your neck of the woods, sir?
Oh, not too much. Same old. Got the Asking the Masked Singer. If you're interested in that show, we talk about who we think people are, who we think should get voted off, that stuff. It's doing pretty good, actually. Also, the Rule of Three, that I'm over on your channel for the Chaotic Conversation on Mondays and on Anzo's channel, and Chaos Central on Tuesday for the Chaos List. All sorts of stuff, basically gaming streams, things like that, weekly wrap-up, weekly rumble. Hope to be getting back to the gospel according to Chris, so we'll see what goes on, but lots of stuff over there.
Okay, good deal. And next, what's going on, Mr. Comic Division? What's going on in your neck of the woods, sir?
The usual chaos, mayhem, occasional video. Working on something. If you guys don't know me, go and check me out. I'm Comics Division. My YouTube channel is obviously Comics Division. You can follow me on Mind and Twitter.
Yeah, if you ever checked out comics, check out his show. I jumped in real quick last Thursday. Very good panel over there. Good group of guys, man. They gave me some love, and I appreciate it. So,
absolutely, man. You're an awesome YouTuber, and I love hanging with you.
Thank you, sir. The feeling is mutual. Next is Mr. Guy Scar, aka Vanilla Chocolate. What's going on?
Vanilla chocolate.
It's like White Wolf, but with food.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly. Basco Scenario, Guys, goes my name. You can tune into my channel for some gaming clips. Nothing new yet out for gaming clips, but I did drop a video 2 weeks ago, I believe. I was going to drop one again this Saturday, but I came into some technical issues, so that got delayed a bit, but it's going to be coming out soon. You can catch me right here on Sundays, Mondays, 9 p.m. Chaotic Conversations, Tuesdays, 9 p.m. for the Chaos List, Wednesdays, 9 p.m. for the Rule of Three, and then right after that, 10 p.m. at the OOC. And thank you again, Danny, for having me, man. Appreciate it.
Not a problem, sir. Not a problem. Next is Oscillator. What's going on? Young buck of the show. How you doing, sir?
I am doing very well, Danny. How are you?
I can't complain. I can tell you right now, there will be no whipping, Oscillator.
Look at the poor man, Danny.
I don't want a copyright strike. So there'll be no whipping of your butt today, sir. So
They'll probably be all going to me tonight.
Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff in the works. Monday's good old wrestling. Friday's a live discussion. Saturday, Splash Talk, and I'm on other channels like the Real View 3000 on Sundays for the weekly wrap up, and later on Sundays for the Falcon and Winter Soldier Roundtable. And you can find me Monday for randomness at its finest on JJ aka Sith Lord 3827's channel, and on Tuesdays on 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser, where we are just reviewing Invincible and talk about other stuff. And I'm on Twitter at the Oscillator17. So if you want to get updated on when I stream, just go check me out there. Thanks for having me on, Danny.
No problem. Next is Mr. Onesies. Mr. Onesies, that's what I'm gonna call him. Mr. Deej, how you doing, sir?
We're doing pretty good. Thanks for having me up here tonight, Danny. And let's see, I've started a new show on Saturday nights, Sci-Fi Saturday with the Deej. We throw in a classic sci-fi movie from the past. We have a little back room, screening room, where everybody can go watch the movie, and those that want to come commentate while we're watching it can pop right into the channel and come up on live stream.
Okay, good deal, good deal.
Other than that, you'll find me here, there, and everywhere, and trying to get a whip for Ostinator.
All right. And last but not least is Mr. LDG Pixels. What's up, sir?
What's going on, everybody? LDG here of LDG Pixels and Geeks Enjoy Nerderotica. I'm just some guy trying to change the world before I reset by helping others, helping the community. Do an educational channel where I help people with their computer issues, help them with their graphics, software, hardware, helping you crack the algorithm. And Geeks Enjoy Neurotica, where I just do open panels, open parties, open topics, watch parties, and the Backstage Pass, guys, where I hold an offline community chat. If you're bored and nothing to do, come hang out with us. You never know who you find there. Big names like everybody, most of the people on this panel, and a few others as well. We just hang out and have a good time. Thanks for having me. I can't wait. Best episode yet. Yeah, that's right. Spoiler. Best episode yet. Let's do it.
That is right. That is right. Now,
which comics got me scared because he says he's going to whip him a lot. I don't know what you could have against this, but I can't wait to hear.
Yeah. In fact, I'm going to let him go first, but this is what I want.
Be very careful with the next thing you say.
I'm not going to hold back.
All right. The floor is yours, Mr. Comics.
Okay. Are we doing the one thing, one word to describe it?
One word.
Circle jerk.
Oh, my God.
That's true.
Oh, no.
Circle.
You just want to say, fuck you.
What the hell? All right, Uncle. What's your one word?
Amazing.
Good for you. Mr. Knight, what's your one word, sir?
Well, he already took my word, which I figured he would. That's nothing against that because it's a word. It's a good word to do. So let's go with. I'll go with exciting.
Good deal.
Basic.
Deal,
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Basic.
Oh,
yeah.
Good words.
No.
Good words. Amazing, excitement. That's good. I love it. One person.
LEG's just mad because he's all the way down there.
And at least I get my words. At least I get my words from somewhere else besides Cat in the Hat.
I don't know what
they
are putting in the water in Texas, but I do not want to go there. Okay, go ahead, guys. Scar.
It was supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
See, and I thought about using that too, but I knew somebody else would want it, so I gave it away.
I'm getting some agreements in the chat, by the way.
It was because the chat's been smoking crack. That's right.
This is my word, Daddy. This is my word. This is my word. It was.
Listen.
What is your major malfunction, numbnuts? Didn't Mommy and Daddy show you enough attention?
My God. Alternator, come on, man.
All right, this episode was spectacular.
Fantastic.
Good
That's
word.
what I'm talking about.
Good
That's what I'm talking about. The young buck got more heart than two people on this damn hell. All right, Deej. Oh shit.
Passable.
Do you ever want to see me again? No. What's my name? I forgot.
Wow. Wow.
These text me that he's like, well, I might not come on because there might be too many people on there because of this, and that. I said, no, man, you're welcome. You come on. If I had known you were going to say that, I would have kept your ass out of this panel.
No problem.
You'd have been in the daggone chat. I know, DT. What's up?
I don't even think he'd be in the chat. Again, I would go for compelling.
Compelling.
It was compelling. It compelled me.
To do
Power
what?
of good storytelling. It brought me in. It brought me in. It was the first one that I actually wanted to keep my eyes on. I didn't have time to like turn my head. No, I got to watch. Got to keep watching. It compelled me to watch.
God, it's going to take one episode before he's talking about this like WandaVision. This guy is so on and off a wagon.
Man, don't say that word. That is like Voldemort. Don't say that. That is the show that shall not be named. Don't say that name on here.
He's just sour. He got his ass whooped today.
Oh, I did not get my ass whooped. Don't even go there. Don't even go there. I didn't get my ass whooped. I was up by like 600 points over you.
But you lost,
still
right?
lost. Yeah, you still lost. That's not a good thing to say.
Again,
man, I was in the lead the entire race, and then you just came out of nowhere and hit me.
If you want to go into all this, again, even Mike said after the fact, he's like, if I had known that, then yeah, I would have let you do it, and I would have kicked your ass. Again, you should have been better than that. Hell, I could have fucked you up so bad.
But if I took your category, play the game, bro.
Oh my Lord!
I'll get Mike to tell him that. Then I'll get Mike to tell him that. That's fine.
What's up, Yvette? How you doing? I'm going to use two words, but it is must see. I'm getting up at Friday mornings and at 4 and 5 to watch this, so I am deeply engaged in it. I'm all in. So my two words are going to be must see. I must see it.
So last week when I used two words, I got in shit for that. This week you're using two words and it's all good, right?
Because this is my show.
It's his show, man.
My show, my rules. Just like I know when I go on your show, I got to go through them bullshit shit you be putting me in the Phantom Zone just for breathing. What the hell?
And yeah, you're gonna catch one too this week. Trust me.
I'd be like in the Phantom Zone.
You know what? Out of all the people, you get Phantom Zone the least.
You know?
If anyone wants to complain about that, it's N. Okay. Make it sound like it's a big rough walk one day in my studio in the Phantom Zone, man.
Yeah, sometimes you bring it on yourself, LDG, when you start bringing it on.
I know.
That Voldemort stuff. Voldemort is dead. Let him stay dead.
I have not been doing well. Okay, I have not been doing good. Yeah. Am I going to get any credit for not mentioning that damn show? I think the last time I did it was over on Comic Division's show one night. I think that was the last time I mentioned that damn show. Okay,
you still on the wagon, man, but you holding on with fingertips, boy.
I've been getting sleep. About it.
But anyway, overall thoughts, Anzo. What are your overall thoughts on this show? This episode. I'm sorry, episode.
Oh, my overall thoughts on this episode was it was absolutely amazing. It picked up like by tenfold from the first 3 episodes or whatever. I loved it. I thought it was really good. It's the only episode that I watched 3 times straight through. So I'm excited to see what they do with the next 2. Just keep it up, man. Keep this pace going up. And definitely, it was a great show. Great episode.
What are your overall thoughts, Chris?
I've only actually watched it like once all the way through, and actually it was in 2 halves because I didn't have time at work and all that. But they are on the right track, even though I will say that I expected something similar to what happened in this one. I did not expect what they did do. Didn't expect to be exactly like that far into what they did, but I really liked the dynamics that they used. They're going very much on there's a red line here and a lot of gray around it. So I like that.
Okay. Before I go to the next person, y'all mean to tell me y'all sitting at your home in Texas and Canada and y'all saying, oh, I think the next episode is going to be such and such and such. That's what you're telling me? The word is predictable. And then Comic Division says it was that as well. So that's what you're telling. The show is that predictable. You know what's coming.
I
figured they would do something like this, but
so what's the next episode going to be? Comics? What are we going to see in the next episode?
I'm not saying the show per se is predictable, but there are certain events that were definitely very predictable because they've been telegraphing it since day one. Like the whole thing with what happened with Captain America in this episode. I mean,
okay. So how about the Wakandan ass whippers? Were they predictable? I didn't see them coming.
No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that wasn't predictable, but the fact that they had a fight scene there, that honestly highlights some of the problems I have with Marvel. Okay, they're supposed to be all good guys. Why are they fighting each other?
Well, I know why they are fighting Zemo, because Zemo killed the king.
Well, I understand why they want Zemo, but it's like immediately things have to break out into a fight. I mean, they could just show up and say, "Hey, we want Zemo. He killed our king." Okay, yeah, sure. We'll hand him over once we're done with him. Oh, okay, thanks, bye. I mean, I get it. They're trying to add drama and tension, but I didn't care for that. Yeah, this is the problem ever since Civil War. The comic series is that they have heroes fighting heroes rather than fighting villains.
Okay, so so is that gonna? What's your overall on it? I see you down there, Deej. Give me a minute.
My overall on it. I mean, there were some very nice action scenes in it towards the end, which I did like. Like I said, there was some stuff I found to be rather predictable, specifically around the Flag Smashers and what was going on with a Fake Cap. I mean, it was okay, I guess. I mean, but there was a lot of things in there I just didn't like about it. And like I said, it highlights a lot of things I don't like about current Marvel, which is heroes fighting heroes rather than heroes fighting villains.
Okay. I'm feeling pretty ignorant because I don't know what the hell alluvium. Never heard of that word before. Let's see. What the hell does that mean?
What? Who?
This word that she says. What the fuck does that mean? Okay.
Hey Siri, what does alluvium mean?
Open world RPG game.
Dumbass.
Okay.
I see alluvium and she goes, Olivia, what the fuck?
Guy Scar, what is your overall?
My overall impression? It was a good episode. I mean, just to go back with comics, that I agree with them, the whole heroes fighting heroes, but that Cap's a douche, so I guess he had it coming, right? Who dare him put his hand on his shoulder on a Wakandan #2 soldier, right? So I don't know. It was good. I like the action scenes on it. That's the only thing I liked about it, really. The little bit backstories to know what happened to Bucky back in Wakanda and all that. That was nice, but I don't know. I expect the next one to be off the chain, better than this one. But it was an okay episode. I mean,
you are no longer my Canadian brother.
It was good. I'm sorry, man, but it was all right. It was all right. It wasn't. it was better than the other ones, action wise.
I know you got one for him, Danny. I know you got one for him.
I got one in my mind.
He's cute. He's cute. He's like, keep talking. I'm gonna cue this.
I don't have that but the old ones, man. I ain't got nothing.
Okay,
No,
I'm
there
gonna
was a lot
send
of
you
scenes-
one
there
to
was-
see
there
how
was-
long you can get it up there and get one. I'm gonna send you one. All right, Danny.
It's like the whole scenes with the candy and Zemo. Like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
Like he's
Shut the fuck up. You don't tell me how people react to me. I know what people are doing no matter what they say. Because I read minds, you dig? I don't take no shit off of you. You lying through your fucking teeth. I know it, you know it, and this fucking hoe know it.
Come on, leave him alone.
So watch out, you're going down the same road. Listen, hold on. I'm going to tell you what.
You slapped the white off of me.
I don't know how I
Listen.
found that one, man, but damn, Morgan Freeman deserves an Oscar for that.
That was awesome.
So
You know,
it's
I'm
just
going
like-
to tell you what.
God.
Just so everybody knows, my emergency room is open for anybody that gets their ass whooped tonight. As you see, my last patient, Austinator, made it, and he's on the road to recovery. He's at least in a wheelchair now. Soon his bandages will come off. If everything's where it belongs, I don't know because I'm not that good of a doctor, but still, just saying.
He's safe. He's safe. I can't do the whip one no more, man. I get in trouble when I use that one, so he's safe tonight. But
my gosh.
Alternator, you're next, sir. What's your overall?
All right.
this episode?
This, like I said before, this episode was absolutely amazing. I mean, the action was great. The character stuff was awesome. That ending, oh my god, that ending kind of gave me like Invincible vibes a little bit.
Oh yes, I agree with you. I agree with you on that.
I mean, that was fire, and everything with just like, and then also, you know, threatening Sam's sister. I was like, oh shit, okay, I see where you're going with this. Okay,
It's kind of cool.
yeah, I'm like,
Check your
damn,
email,
this-
Danny.
I am really shocked that Disney let that blood on the shield like that. I was like,
yeah, I was like,
That's what
holy
I was
crap.
gonna say.
Well, there's been swearing in these episodes too. So I mean, I'm actually quite surprised that Disney Plus is doing certain things because I figured there'd be a lot more family friendly, and this is obviously the least family friendly out of anything they've released.
it's about time they grow a set.
Yeah, I agree. It's about
That's all I
time.
gotta say.
But yeah, no, like that was basically it for
okay. Deej. Oh, I'm sorry.
no, I was just gonna say that was basically it because I'll go into a little bit more detail once we get into what we like and stuff.
Okay, that'll work. Deej, what's your rough
All right,
boss?
now, maybe tolerable was bad with framing, but I will say this was the best out of so far. But it kind of was a little bit lacking because I figured they would have been building more into it by this point. They should have been building more into this by this point, but it seemed a little long, strung out. I'm kind of like comics. The candy bit was, come on, they strung that out way too damn long. Just give the candy.
No,
the
Gaskar.
kid would, or Gaskar. Give the candy. The kid would have just been fine, handed over, which I'm not sure why she would have took him after he already said that the other two were bad people. Why would she have just took them all then? And why? I'll make a prediction right now. They're going to start up. You're not going to see too much flags down.
Deej, can I ask you a quick question?
Yo,
Is your balls hurting? Because you're
Nope.
straddling the damn fence pretty hard.
I am, but
Either get on our side or get on comic side. We don't want you straddling the fence, okay? Pick a side.
I'm picking the Deej side, and it's right almost there, but not quite for me.
Oh my god.
It's almost there, but not quite for me. Next
Okay.
week, if they do what I think they're going to do and forget the hand people and all that, and they're going to go full out Captain America versus Falcon and Winter Soldier, and he gets the shield back finally next week, then I will be full on side of it. But if they drag it out until episode 6, then they've wasted the entire thing.
Okay. Yes. Well, did you watch Daredevil on Netflix
Yep,
by chance? Okay.
I watched all of them.
It showed 12 episodes. No red suit. 13th episode. Red suit.
Kind of expected that out of the Netflix series. So.
Okay.
Also,
All
he
right.
did wear the black suit for a while too. So
Uh-huh. I'm saying he had no suit. He just had on jeans and a shirt, getting his ass whipped, and wondering why the Kingpin wouldn't get hurt because the Kingpin had that bulletproof stuff in there. So when he found the guy to make the suit, then that's when we saw the red suit.
yeah,
So
but
I'm
he was wearing just like the black ninja outfit, which was the costume that Daredevil did wear.
I don't remember that. I thought he only had like black jeans and a black shirt and had
And the mask,
scarf
yeah.
guy
I mean,
around
he
his
actually
eye.
did have a costume like that.
Okay.
I think
right.
that might have been under Frank Miller. I'm not sure.
All right. Okay. LDG. Overall thoughts, boss.
Yo, overall thoughts. Let's see here where to start. Overall, I liked it. Yes, sir. I really did like it. It had action. It had pace. It kept my attention. It kept me wondering what was going to happen next. Not next episode, next minute. Okay. The one thing I hate is when they do that, where or certain other shows. Where you're only wondering what's going to happen next episode. This one had me happening. What's going to happen next scene, and I love that. Kept me in my seat. With the fight scenes and what they especially the fight scene with Bucky when he lost his arm and excuse me. The fight scene after that with Cap, and especially that death scene that we got. I mean, it was compelling all the way. Kept me eyed glued to the screens. And if there was one thing that this episode did that the other ones didn't, is literally wanted me to keep my eyes on it and watching it. And that was. I wish all the other episodes were like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of piggyback off of what LDG and Anzo said. I really liked the episode. I was not bored. I liked the chemistry between Zemo, Bucky, and Sam in that first room, like the first 10 minutes of the episode. I think he was talking about his TT or whatever. They were kind of cracking jokes about that. I like the surprise that Bucky had whenever Ayo whatever was able to do that crazy karate move and kind of disable his arm because they didn't have a clue about that. But then Anzo brought up a very good point. Don't you think if somebody has built something, they got some kind of fail safe against it? So I definitely like the Wakanda. Yeah, I like the Wakanda mixture in it. That makes me think that I'm thinking that's like an Easter egg, a nod to Chadwick Boseman, kind of, sort of. What I'm thinking it is, it may not be. I'm not sure, but I'm definitely. I like that part of them involving them in there, and hope that leads to something else.
Do you think if he was alive, he would have been in that?
Possibly.
That'd been possible.
I think so.
Yeah. What would have been cool if this would have been a way to get a sneak peek at maybe who they're going to want as a new Black Panther. Like, how about if Shuri would have been in there in the Black Panther suit? That would have been tight. But overall, I like it. I think it's going in the right direction. It was not slow to me. To me, this was the best episode so far in this series. And I'm definitely looking forward to the next one. So, next question is, what did you like the most about this episode, Hanzo?
Oh man. Okay, where do I begin? First off, again, the chemistry with Bucky and Sam is like the highlight of the show. You know what I mean? But when the Daja Malor or whatever the hell the name is came in, that shit was fire, man. They whooped their ass, and Bucky and Sam were just sitting there drinking their drink. Like, should we get involved? And then when they beat the Cap, and he was like, man, they weren't even super soldiers. You know what I mean? Who told him to go put his hand on one of them chicks? You know what I mean? You just look at them badass chicks and you know not even to touch them. So I love that shit. I also love the fact that he took the super soldier serum. I mean, I think he had it in the comics, so the way they did that was nice, and you could see his change to becoming bad. So I'm predicting in the next episode, Sam and Bucky are probably going to have to fight him, that's for sure, to get the shield from him. I loved that shit in it. I loved the end where he just took that shield and bust that guy's head open. That shit was fire, man. I was like, okay, this episode really picked up 10 times, and I'm like, first couple episodes they were okay, but this one was absolutely fire. I mean, there was no episode of WandaVision that was better than this. And like you were saying, Danny, when she does the thing to Bucky's arm and his arm falls off, I was like, that's what I'm talking about. You see, that's what I'm talking about. If you make something for someone, you have a contingency plan. That's why the WandaVision shit pissed me off so much, because the White Vision just flew off. They had no way to stop him or nothing like that. So I'm like, when you're doing things, you gotta have a contingency plan. And Wakanda seems to be smarter than anyone else, I guess, that they ended up making one. So I thought this episode was absolutely great, man. And personally, I can't wait for the next two.
Good job. Okay. Mr. Knight, what did you like about the show or the episode, sir?
Again, Anzo said that the dynamic between Bucky and Sam, that's really, really, really good. And I mean, we know they have it, but it's one thing to do it on a big screen. It's another to break it down in something where they are the main focus of the show. Whether or not they started out that way, they are still the main focus of the show. That's a really difficult thing to continue to do, but where you get more of it, because in the other movies, when they do kind of have that, it's quick bursts. It's not all like a great deal of it. So this is definitely showing that they have a great chemistry as far as acting together. Like I said, I thought that they would go somewhat in this direction with Captain America. I didn't think they'd go that far. And that goes back to the Disney thing. I didn't think they'd show. I mean, that was for Disney. That was brutal. I mean, literally brutal. But it served its purpose, and I really liked how they framed it. You knew he was going to do something, but I thought they might stop him just short of that. But everybody got there too late. And I like the way that they showed now everybody has their phone out, they're recording it. That's exactly how it would be today. Mm-hmm. That was so right, because now what you've got is everybody's going to hate America because Captain America did that. I like that. That puts everybody in a bad spotlight now. That's Bucky, that's Sam, all these people now are going to be in a bad spotlight. But I liked how they did that because it creates stakes. Yeah, the fight scene, I liked it, but I do hear what comics is talking about. I do hear that. It seems weird that they constantly want to fight heroes against heroes, but I liked the scene. It was really engaging. It was nice. The choreography of the fighting was very good. Really did like that.
I just think that scene made sense. You know,
it does. I mean? It does. But
I disagree.
No, I think it does
to a point.
From that back comment, just go next.
Yeah.
I don't think that. We'll get to some of that stuff. I don't think it didn't make sense. I can see some things. It made more sense just to leave it between Captain America, his buddy, and them, and Ziva. That would have been fine to leave it at that. I don't know why Bucky and Sam had to get involved in it, but
okay, because they had to get their asses kicked. That's why.
Okay, that's fine, but I agree that they didn't need to be in that. But
the reason why they got involved is because they were going to kill Zemo, and they needed Zemo. That's the reason why they got involved.
No, I think they were going to kill Captain America.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah, but Captain America, and then they were going to take Zemo, and they needed that, right? They need Zemo.
Yeah, but in the same process, they lost him. It's a means to an end. It's that whole plot point thing. They put it in there because that's what they needed to happen, so they made it happen. That's typical Disney.
That's bad writing, though.
I don't disagree.
Happening because plot is not good.
But my point, to the point of what I'm saying is I liked the fight. It looked good. Not going into why it happened or who was involved in it. It just looked good, and it worked for where it was at. The whole what's her name? Carly, is that, or who's the Flag Smashers leader or whatever? What's her name?
Yeah, Carly.
Carly. Okay, yeah. I liked that Sam and her had that moment there talking, because I think, again, that's there's more gray going on here. And I think that's a real life thing. Just because you see it over here in the States, when you go overseas and you get put in a situation, you start realizing why people hate us. It's not necessarily right that they hate us. It's just all they see is the bad over there. Mm-hmm. And that's very poignant to how the world is. It's like, until you actually get there and listen to what they say, which nobody does that anymore, you may not understand it completely. Doesn't necessarily mean that those people or that person's right, but you need to listen to what they have to say. Because sometimes maybe you're like, okay, maybe I'm more on your side than I thought. Maybe I need to help you figure out a way to do what you want to do, but in a better light, maybe. I do like that dynamic that they started there. We're kind of getting this flip of the script. What side was good is now kind of looking bad, and what side was bad is now starting to look maybe like they're good. And I like that dynamic works really well. A lot of good dynamics in this episode. So that's what I liked. Sorry. Go ahead.
By the way, when I was talking about predictability, that was one of the things I called in episode 1.
Which one? Oh, yeah. No, I don't disagree with the predictability thing. I can't tell you what's going to happen next necessarily. I can tell you that it's going to. I can kind of tell you where it's going.
Events are going to play out. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. For me, I think we definitely had some of the best fight scenes that we've seen this season. The stuff that Sam does with his wings and his jets are, quite frankly, pretty awesome. And a lot of that fight choreography, God, if I could actually say the word, is done really well. Mm-hmm. And that is some of the stuff I really liked about that episode. I love how he used his jets to blast that guy and send him flying.
That was cool.
That was just really cool. And it's something that we haven't seen before with Sam in any of the comic books, and mainly because, he has wings and not actually like a jetpack and wings. But we didn't see this kind of action from him in any of the movies and whatnot. So I really like seeing it. And I think it's really inventive the way they've done it. That's all I liked, was the action.
I guess you should go next then.
Well, this is the bad part of having great panelists, right? It leaves me with no material after. But yeah, pretty much what comics said. The fighting scene, the choreography was great. I did like the whole interaction and the chemistry with Bucky and Sam and Zemo, even those when they're all three of them are together. I like how the whole shift and the new Captain America has shift all his fears pretty much come to life in this episode, right? If he was going to live up to the moment, he's trying so hard to be accepted that's exactly his problem. He's trying way too hard. And I like the whole downfall of his demise, basically, that led to one of the best scenes ever that we all said we didn't expect in a Disney, TV production, was him smashing the guy's face in with the shield, and then seeing the shield all bloody, the hand drops to the side all bloody, people taking pictures and freaking out. Right. So, yeah, those were the best parts of this episode. I find the whole Zemo smashing the serum. I was like, is he gonna pick it up? No, he was truthful to his beliefs of, no, I don't want super soldiers, and he just destroys them all. But that one vial that he didn't see, which the other Captain America ends up taking. So yeah, it was those were my points. Yeah. Go Austinata.
All right. So what did I like about this episode? Yeah, you know what? Again, I'm gonna have to second everybody here. The action was great. And again, I've been kind of saying this for basically every episode, is the action that we get is pretty good. And again, it's something that I would expect something from a Disney property, and especially when it comes from Marvel. Everything, just the chemistry between Falcon, Winter Soldier, Zemo, that stuff is great. And just the descent to just the descent of like to madness kind of with Captain America, with like the new Captain America, like that stuff like actually was like a really good story, because you start to like you see like that progression from like episode 1 to now, where like, you know, like in episode 1 like it's kind of normal, but like now it's like he's just like slowly like unraveling at the seams. Like now he's just like fuck, and then like what we got at the end, I was like, damn, like that shit was like holy hell. Like, and I know I said this earlier, but that gave me like Invincible vibes in a way, where like he took the shield to like bash that man's head in. I'm like, god damn. I was like, that was insane. But and also like just the stuff with Carly and Sam, it left a lot of like like you said, it's kind of like a gray area, and like I like just like the conflict there and the stuff with the super serum. And it's like, and then you see Captain America like grab it, which I have a feeling he's gonna take it, and which I think that was
he already took it.
Yeah, like that stuff made sense, and I'm like, oh shit, okay, I like where this is going, and just see, and again, just like, and then the death of Battlestar, I was like, well, I mean, it was kind of predictable that he was gonna die, but I think it made sense in a way, like that was like the tipping point. And
he
just
had a good skill set. He always getting his ass whipped.
Yeah, and Battlestar.
Cap ain't had to damn protect Sam as much as he couldn't do nothing.
Yeah.
He calling damn I call him 2.0. I don't call him Captain America. I call him 2.0. 2.0 was always saving his ass. Also, man. Sorry. Bye.
No, it's all right.
Real quick, to the point of that, though, let's be fair. Sam had the wings. Sam had other things. This guy does not have that stuff. Didn't have that stuff. Not that that's an excuse for it, because, yes, Sam's better capable for himself. He's able to take care of himself better. And we've seen that because he's a couple times in this episode, he's fought without the wings and stuff, and he's fairly held his own.
I think without the wings, he'd probably get his ass kicked more, which we kind of saw.
Yeah, but yeah, that's kind of the reason why.
Yeah, which is fine. It makes sense.
He was an event. He worked with the Avengers. Remember, I mean, he has a considerable leg up on the situation.
And I guess like also just like kind of like this was more about like morals in a way. Is like where, because like Falcon and Carly were like kind of like it was more like kind of like a compare and contrast type scenario, and like just them just like just that stuff is great, and this episode like made me like go like, all right, this is definitely where the show needs to go. And yeah, and like this show has been great, like I said before, and I will continue to say it's better than the show that shall not be named, and I will continue to stand by that. And man, this episode definitely proved it, and I can't wait for next episode.
Good for you. Good for you. Okay, Deej. Oh God, I don't want to hear this.
Hey, wait a minute now. Come on.
Get the button ready.
I love the fight scenes. I love the backstory with Wakanda. But one thing that nobody else has pointed out, the other thing that I did enjoy was the fact how Sam's sister was used against him, because that reinforced the whole thing clear back to Civil War on how you don't want to be named out in public as a superhero, because they will come after your family.
Yep. Love that scene.
That's a good point.
And that was one of the best parts that I did love about this episode. And now I will let LGG go at it, because we know we got a 10-minute tirade coming up.
Okay. LDG, you're up next, sir.
What we liked, right? See here. I really like the action. I like the battles, the fights, the choreography of the fights. There was a couple shots in there. I don't know if you guys caught it or not, but that took some real direction. The way the camera moved in the middle of the fight was really good. Like, you need timing, you need direction. you just don't accidentally nail those kind of shots, especially the one where with the shield and the camera followed the shield back and forth. I mean, it was really, really good. I liked, let's see here. I liked how Zemo kept to his word, right? I mean, he had the super serum in his hand. And how many times do you see bad guys, even if they have an agenda, use a situation for themselves? And he sat there and looked at the super serum, and he was just like, game over. This is it. I found it. Started stepping on the damn suckers. He didn't keep one for himself. He didn't play any kind of a motif, bad guy, backstabbing. Oh crap! I literally can be a super soldier right now. He just stepped on him. He want to get rid of it. I did like that scene. I especially liked the progression of Captain America, Cap 2.0, and how we're starting to see him sway. He's playing. Listen, you can say what you want about the guy. He's really playing his part well. I mean, he really is. He's doing a great job.
He's growing on me.
He is. And even though, like, when
with Dopey this episode either,
but
he just looks the Dopey with the mask on. That's it. But
he's better.
He did not look as dopey as.
He didn't look as bad. He didn't. Even the shot where you saw his face like that, like a whole new tone. Like when he first came out with the mask, it was goofy.
Yeah,
it was freaking goofy, straight up goofy.
Because he's letting his beard grow out.
I think they were going for that shot too. Like they were like, okay, listen, now we want you to look goofy. You know what I mean? Just whatnot. But he's really growing on me. I actually hope he doesn't die. I hope this guy actually has a role in the future past this. And just this whole dark side coming over him, and you saw it even before he started having this magical super strength and whatnot. He did a really good job in this episode. Besides that, like I said, the Wakandan fight, I really enjoyed that. Just the fight scenes itself, they were really, really good. I'd even put them above the flying scenes in the first episode. So that's the best part of this episode was the action. Loved it. Wish we had more of it, and I hope the next two episodes. I hope we don't stop. I hope the roller coaster is moving now, and we're not going to have a stop for the next two episodes.
Okay, what are you saying, Chris?
I was just going to say, I think the reason why he's growing on a lot of us is because now he's not trying to play Mr. Good Guy. He plays a better heel, and he's starting to get that way. And the closer he gets to it, the more I don't give a fuck, and the more he's going to try to kick ass, the more we're going to like him. Because he's not trying to be Captain America, because let's be honest. The Captain America we got, it was a perfect guy. We had him for several years. We got used to that being Captain America. So seeing a guy try to be something he's not is really hard to watch. So now that he's not being that, it's like, okay, he's playing this part better. And maybe he was being a little campy when he first started because he knew where this was going ahead of time. Maybe he's overdoing it. So, yeah.
LD, comment division. What were you saying also? You had a rebuttal to this?
Oh, no, I was agreeing with him. I was saying that, he didn't look campy as he did in that first episode, as was pointed out with him growing the beard out. So to me, he didn't look as goofy as he did before.
Okay. Also, you saying something also?
No, I'm good.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of piggyback on a little bit of what everybody was saying. I think it's a very good. Shit, this is a work call. I gotta take this. Next call will be. The next question will be, what did we like? Go, Anzo.
Yes, sir. Absolutely nothing. Next, Go ahead, Chris.
Okay. The candy part.
Lord, here we go.
Listen, that was so okay. The first time he lays it down, I'm like, wise guy. He's gonna get the information, and he did. Great. Let's stop it there. Because then he comes back and he says, hey, those guys over there, they're bad people. Don't give them any information. And then you cut to them leaving. They didn't even ask anything. So what is it? Why'd you have to say that to her? They'd already gone around. And if they thought that he wasn't doing the same thing and they didn't go over there with him, that's on them. That was horribly written, that whole area there. That okay, it doesn't make sense to keep leaving this guy to his own devices constantly. Why? If he's such an asset, if you're worried about what he's going to do, you're going to have that guy on a fucking leash, not just walking all the way up to they're walking up to the 3rd floor of this building, and he's on the ground floor in the outdoor area. He can jump at any moment, and then they go and make the scene where he goes in the bathroom and goes down a hole. Dude, this guy doesn't need to do that. He just needs to wait till the next time they take him out into an open courtyard and leave him.
Exactly.
That is something that's maddening in this. They constantly are leaving this guy in places where he can just walk away and he's there left to his own devices. Okay, let me get back to the candy part though. So he tells her, don't tell them anything. And then he comes back with those same people that he said are bad people and asks the girl to now take them to where she told him. If I'm that girl, I'm going like, hey, wait a minute. You told me no, they're bad people. So why are you wanting them to go now? It was so convoluted and muddled. And if they just stuck to him putting the candy down and getting the information and walking away, because he ends up telling them anyways. It's like all he has to do is says, when the time is right, she'll tell me. That's all she has to do. He says, hey, I gotta have an upper hand. I gotta have an ace in the hole. I know we're gonna talk to her. I will take you, but I know you don't. And that's fine. It makes sense for him to do that. But the whole convoluted way they come around to doing that, they could have cut out so much of that and it would have done the same exact thing. That is the thing that maddened me and is the thing that's maddening me about this whole damn series the most. And that's where I'll leave it.
But hindsight is 2020 until you start getting all what you just did.
I was thinking that though. No, by the time he got to where they went to the girl,
he doesn't know what's going to happen next. He was saying that because he doesn't know what's going to happen next. Maybe they do get questions asked. Just because it didn't doesn't mean it's pointless. If I was in that situation and I didn't know what was happening next, I would have told him.
It doesn't make sense for him to say, "Don't tell them anything. They're bad men," and then for him to bring this. If I'm a kid, no, listen to me. If I'm a kid and I was told that's a bad man, and then they're with that same guy, now I'm going to be thinking, well, this guy's a bad guy.
But you're taking candy from a stranger.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, listen, dude, I think you're crying wolf just so you can be the person crying wolf.
Listen, you don't want to believe it. That's a problem in this.
Dude, I'm sorry.
You're drinking Kool-Aid only because you're still mad about WandaVision. So that's fine.
Extra. Read all about it. I have something to say that doesn't freaking matter. That's what you're doing right now.
No,
when you're in that situation live, you don't know what's going to happen next. You damn well better believe I would have told those kids, don't talk to these people. Also, knowing the fact that I'm with them right now.
He didn't need to say it though, because they walked away right afterward.
So when I come back to you, the situation is.
Stop and let me finish this.
Let me finish. I'm one more sentence.
I'm going to answer you right now. I'm going to answer you, and I want your answer to this. What does it matter when they walked away and they left him down there to do it anyways? If they wanted to go over there, they didn't even come close to those kids. So why did they have to say that?
Very good.
You're right.
Right now,
you're right.
for real.
No, but he's sitting there saying that all this it makes sense in the moment. No, because
I agree with LDG. I agree with LDG. He doesn't know if they're going to go talk to the kids or not. I agree with him 100%. So what he's saying is he's just
they're sitting there wondering what the hell he's doing. They don't walk up right then.
All he's doing is just backing up, making sure that if they do go, that the kids don't. I agree with LDG 100%.
Whatever. That's so crazy. That whole scene it doesn't make sense because they're leaving him alone. The way they do this and all of that, it doesn't make sense. They go and ask everybody but those kids.
So Zemo ran away now, right?
But those kids.
So Zemo ran away now. So now if those guys go and try to talk to those kids, they're not going to listen to them because Zemo already told them. So it makes perfect sense why he did that.
Thank you.
But he doesn't run away. He never runs away when he's in the open.
He's gone. Zemo's gone.
Now he is. After they took him to the place.
But that's my point. So now if those kids
took him already.
But hold on. But now if those guys
he had
go
left
back and ask those
the
kids a question,
One person at a time, guys. Come on.
If those guys go back and ask that kid a question, doesn't matter if it's where he is or any questions. Hey, do you know anything? They're going to be like, nah.
That's not what he asked him. He asked him where the damn funeral
I know
was.
that, but my point
and they got
was,
that.
My point was,
he
if
ran
they go,
after
my
it.
point was, if they go and ask him any other questions, doesn't have to be that one. It could be any other questions. They're going to say no. They're going to say nothing.
What are they going to? What is he going to ask him now? All they wanted to know is where the funeral was.
Who knows? It doesn't matter.
All they wanted to know, and the only reason why they went there was to find out about where this damn funeral was. That's all. So they're not going to went back.
Now who's WandaVisioning this shit?
Yeah, I'm not.
I think
I'm
Chris,
not. You guys are sitting there prognosticating.
Chris got it.
You're prognosticating it. I'm not.
Okay.
Whatever. Right, Comics. Okay. What do you think?
What do I think?
Did that scene make sense?
Chris, do you have a little piece of paper next to you right now that actually has these stick figures all drawn out?
The issue I have with that scene is the fact that when they show back up later and they're with them, it's like I agree with what you're saying there. I can understand why Zemo would say, "Hey, don't trust these guys."
Yes,
but it doesn't make sense for them to go to the girl and have her lead them there with the other people after he just told her these are bad people. I think the first question she would have asked would be like, "Why are you with them? These are bad people." I don't think she would have taken them there, but that's just my opinion.
But then again, they're also kids too, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's not like smart thinking people like us to say that they're kids. They're going to
see things at face value.
I don't know, man. Yeah. If you're a kid and somebody tells you somebody's a bad person, and then they show up with them, I mean, what's your first thought? I mean, kids aren't stupid.
I better get more candy.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that could have been it right there. I thought you said they were bad people. Well, yeah. Well, I want more candy then. I think that would have been acceptable. You know, basically he's bribing her.
All right. So they know that Zemo was talking to her. So now that Zemo's gone, what's the first thing you think they're going to do? They're going to backtrack and they're going to go to that kid and ask, what else did you tell him? And she's going to look at him and she's going to notice. She's smart enough to know that now Zemo's not with these people now. They're by themselves now. I ain't telling you jack shite.
Well, yeah,
I don't care what
making that scene work because is all I'm pointing out.
Yeah. I hear you.
No, you guys are prognosticating it like they're coming back. It was very obvious they weren't coming back because they went there for one thing and they got it.
But is this the first time that they interacted with those kind of kids in this? No, they've been going around the town doing all kinds of shit. So there's a definite chance that they could have. Hey, what else did LDG said? What else?
That's the first time they've been there.
I'm just saying there's a possibility that they could be. What else did you tell Zemo? And they're like,
what I'm telling you is you guys are prognosticating this like they're going to go back. They have
the point is he was covering his back, and that was a smart thing to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know about that because I don't know what they're covering him back for.
I don't know if comics.
I haven't gone yet.
Go ahead.
On the candy thing stuff.
I don't even remember what I don't like anymore because of this fight. Anyway, okay. So a lot of my issues with the fight scene with the Wakandans is the fact that it kind of makes them look very stubborn and unwilling to compromise. Because if they showed up, even at the very beginning when he had his talk, he could have been like, "Hey, we need this guy. We're tracking down, the Flag Smashers, and we need him. After that, you guys can have him."
I agree with that.
I think there's a way they could have worked it out without them having to have a fight.
She gave him 8 hours.
No, but Bucky could have said, "Listen, when everything is done, we can handle the situation.
Yeah,
just let us finish what we have to do." So I agree with that because that's what I thought was going to happen.
Why they showed up? Because I get it. It's like they killed their king. That totally makes sense to me. And I mean, they could have had it at the very end of the season or whatnot, where they hand Zemo off to them. But
I agree with that.
Anyway, it's neither here nor there. The other thing too, Bucky, he has the super soldier serum, right? I mean, he's taking it.
Mm-hmm.
Why the hell is he getting his ass kicked all the time?
I know. I was thinking
that really bothers me. I mean, I get Sam getting his ass kicked because he's a normal person, and
he's
yes, I understand. Go ahead.
He's also old. He's the oldest one around there because how long he's been around.
Bucky,
Bucky is. I mean, what's what's the thing? Think kind of how like the Highlander was in Highlander 2. Horrible movie, I know, but okay. But he's old. He's decrepit until they
old.
come.
I mean, I get it. He's old, but he's been on ice and.
Captain America was around the same age too, right?
So I
he was frozen in time. He was frozen for a long time. Bucky wasn't. Bucky's been going the whole time for the most part.
Bucky's been frozen and then unfrozen and then frozen. Yeah. Only time
not as long. I don't think it was as long. Anyways, I'm just saying he's older, so perhaps it's harder
at this point. But anyway,
we don't know.
Perhaps
we
it's
don't
harder.
know. We don't know how long Bucky was frozen between intermission.
Well, quite frankly, it's irrelevant. Okay, because if he was an old man at this point, they would have aged him up.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the whole thing is he's supposed to be this badass assassin. He has all this training. He has the cybernetic arm. And it's like he keeps getting his ass handed to him, which I find to be kind of annoying. Like I said, it makes sense with Sam because he's a normal person. And when he doesn't have the wings and the jets, it makes sense why he'd get his ass kicked. Because, the Wakandan guards, I can't remember what they're called, are highly trained. It makes sense. It makes sense why Captain America got his ass beat too, because he's a normal person, or Cap 2.0 or fake Cap, whatever you want to call him. Same thing with Battlestar, because they probably don't have the intense training that they have. But it's like for Bucky to keep getting his ass handed to him, that really bothers me. Mm-hmm. Especially against non-super.
And that's true what Darren says.
Let me make a statement. It could be like two boxers on comics, and some there could be same height, same weight, same reach, whatever, trained, but one may just be better athletically, just better gifted. This has it. Steve had it, so that's why you don't see him get his butt kicked as much. And he was like the most proficient hand-to-hand combat super soldier. He was the best of the best. Bucky, as good as he is, may not just be as good as Steve is. So you can be strong as fuck, but if you don't have,
he can literally punch somebody across the room. Yeah, I mean, we saw that.
And it's kind of like how Thanos outclassed the Hulk.
But you can't really say that, Daddy, because they went head to head in Winter Soldier, and Bucky held his own against Steve.
Yeah, exactly.
I think Steve might have been holding back because he knew who Bucky was.
Well, not at first, but not when they first fought.
Yeah, I mean, he freaking caught Cap's shield.
Yeah,
one scene. Mm-hmm. The other thing too. All right, I want to point out this, so I'm going to change the subject because it's the other thing I don't like. So the Flag Smashers are basically okay with what Thanos did, wiping out half the population, because that's their biggest complaint. Mm-hmm. That they got jobs, they had a life, and suddenly everybody came back. And that would also include Sam. I think Sam is a little too sympathetic with them. I like the idea of having sympathetic villains, but the biggest issue with the villain is because the difference between a hero and a villain is that the villain does the wrong thing for the right reasons, where the hero does the right thing for the right reasons. And that's the thing that I don't like. It's like it's the fact that he's getting a little too sympathetic with him. It's
I got to take a phone call. Sorry.
Okay.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
Where was I? Anyway,
the thing you didn't like.
Yeah, the thing is, I like a good sympathetic villain where they kind of rationalize them being evil, but they rationalize them being evil, but everyone's like agreeing with them, and that's I have an issue with that. Okay. It's not how heroes work. Anyway, that's all I got.
Okay, Guys, girl, what didn't you like?
Well, I'm not going to touch the candy thing because I covered that.
Smart move.
The whole thing, the certain scenes that just didn't make sense. Like, for example, where they hid the serum, she hid in the tombstone. Big fucking whoop-de-doo. I think that was just pointless.
If this is your first time joining us, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You can also follow me on Twitter
and
Instagram.
The hell, Chris?
It's one hell of a phone call.
I'm sorry, get here.
That's one hell of a phone call.
The other part was the whole scene with Sharon Carter. What was the point of calling her for what? Just to know where Walker was going to be?
I'm sure they'll build to that.
Huh?
I'm sure they're going to build to that. Because they didn't really show what the point was, so I'm pretty sure they'll go into the point where that next one. Yeah.
So for me, it doesn't make any sense. Right? Well, it didn't make sense to me. I didn't see how it was pertinent to the whole flow of the episode. The other thing was that I didn't like. Hold on a sec.
Why the hell am I in front?
Because
I think Comic took a phone call.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, gotcha.
the other thing I didn't get was yeah, that was about it actually. I thought I had something else, but no, the candy thing, you guys covered that pretty well. That was my major pet peeve, but yeah.
Well, what about it? You got time. Chris is on the phone right now or dealing with Han. I don't know. You got time to mention whatever the hell.
What it was.
For me, what you like about the candy?
No, you made a good
wrong flavor,
but no, you made a good point. But the whole I didn't get the part that I didn't like about that. If they were so loyal to the cause, and that was a camp where they were loyal to the cause, they would have told the kids not to open their mouths to anybody.
There's that too.
Yeah,
okay?
Candy wouldn't have got them to do that. Yeah,
okay?
I agree.
Come on, Candy, really? They have like freaking other supplies there. You think they wouldn't have candy lying around for kids? It didn't make that classrooms and stuff like that for the kids. We're teaching the kids no candy. This one guy, perfect stranger, an outsider comes with candy, and okay, I'll tell you where it is. No problem. It doesn't make sense. That whole thing didn't make sense. But you did make a good point, as did comics make a good point. And yeah, the whole Sharon Carter thing is just, I don't know. He has this freaking suit that can freaking recon and shit. Why call Sharon? It didn't make sense to me.
I think that's just to show that Sharon was tracking him. I don't know. You got a good point. I think maybe they'll get more into that into the next episode of why she may be tracking him. Because remember, Sharon Carter still has something involved in this. Because at the end of the last episode, when she gets in the car with the black girl, she's like, "Oh, something's really up." So there's something with her that they haven't.
She even mentions it on that phone call. He wants the serum back.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah. So yeah.
Austinator, you're up.
All right, to be completely honest with you, I'm kind of with Anzo. There was nothing that I did not like. I mean, the candy stuff could come off as
you said there was nothing. Shut up. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
But that I can overlook. There was nothing that I did not like.
Good job, Each.
Alrighty. What I didn't like about it. Well, besides the candy thing, they could have shortened that thing and then added some on to the backstory of Wakanda. That would have been nice. The other main thing that's really, really annoying me is which Wakandan they sent.
Whoa.
Oh,
you just froze?
Yeah, you gotta repeat yourself, Deej.
Okay, now we should be fixed.
You're good.
Okay. The one major thing that I'm annoyed with is which Wakandan they sent after Zemo.
Okay.
I want Dania. I didn't want this other side character that was briefly in.
Which one did you want?
I wanted the one that plays Michonne in The Walking Dead.
Yeah, I was going to say Michonne.
Oh, yeah, okay, I agree.
She's number one.
Yeah, and...
Yeah, I think she would have been the one to go to. I agree with you 100%.
She should have been the one because Black Panther was the one that took over after the king died. He's the one that went after...
Yeah,
so she should have been the one that was coming after Zemo.
The only thing I will say is probably she was filming The Walking Dead at the same time.
That's what I was thinking too.
So she probably couldn't commit to that. That's the only reason why I think they probably didn't use her.
I'm not sure because I've been paying attention to The Walking Dead too, and they haven't talked much about her on that either.
That's a good point too. She hasn't been on The Walking Dead for a minute too. So you're right.
I haven't kept up.
But she is doing the movie with Rick.
Who?
Michonne.
Oh, yeah.
She's doing the movie with Rick, so she could be doing that. Michonne from Walking Dead?
Yeah, the actress that plays Michonne. She was in Black Panther.
Oh, okay. All right.
DJ is saying she should have been the one that went up to Bucky. So I can agree with that. But like I said, she's probably doing the Walking Dead movie with Rick, so that could be a reason. Or with the COVID, maybe she couldn't get over there. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, it all depends upon where
Darren also brings up a very interesting point about T'Challa sparing Zemo's life. So they were perfectly fine with him being in that German prison.
True, but true. True. Well, LDG, you're up. If DJ's done.
Things I didn't like. I gotta be honest. There wasn't really anything I didn't like. I really liked the episode. I liked the episode so much. If there was something I didn't like,
yeah, we know. We know if there was something you didn't like, that shit would be all over the.
Pretty much. I mean, to be honest, I thought it was. I mean, I guess the only thing I didn't like was just things I didn't like because, like, I felt bad that one guy died. I wish they would have killed somebody else, but I wouldn't call that a bad thing. I think it hit home. They killed him. I actually had some feelings about that guy dying. Saying that he looked up to the Shield and he got killed by the very thing that he looks up to, hit me harder. Now, I think not liking that is just, I wouldn't change it. I was just, I was like, oh crap, it's him, but it hit me harder. Overall the experience was a good thing, even though I mean, but like things I just didn't like hated, I really don't see anything I hated from last week. Then I'll tell you what I will hate. I will hate if the next two episodes even slightly deviate from the momentum that we got going on now. There is no more filler. There is no more time for slowing down. Maybe we have a scene where it's time for a small little intermission break or some talk. But overall, the next two episodes better be up and up from here.
I'm not sure how they're going to be able to resolve everything, though. There's like two plot threads that they have to do in 2 episodes, which is resolve this Flag Smasher thing and, resolve the issues with Cap 2.0.
Did you not learn anything through WandaVision? I mean, they wrapped up so much in a finger snap, for God's sakes.
Yeah, that's the complaint. We said that last time, too. They didn't have enough time to properly wrap things up.
I think they'll wrap up the Cap stuff in this episode, and then in the last episode they'll wrap up the Flag Smasher shit, right? Because when you watch the trailers, you see Sham. There's a scene where he's using the shield. Yeah. I believe that's in the last episode, and I believe that last episode ends with him doing the practice and Bucky teaching him how to use the shield. I think that's how it's gonna end. I really.
And it's also rumored that next episode we're gonna get someone that we've already seen in one of the movies, but not a major role.
What I heard is not necessarily somebody from one of the movies. All I've heard is that it will be an existing Marvel character, and it's supposed to be played, from what I've heard, by a female pop music person.
Really?
That's what I've heard.
That rules out Mephisto. Okay. All right.
You don't know. Maybe he shape-shifted.
Mephisto.
Maybe it's Nightmare and it's all a dream.
God. So I'm sorry for bringing it up. I'm sorry. I know. I'm sorry. We'll see. I have a feeling, though. I'm sorry. Real quick. I have a feeling, though, they're going to spend a lot of time in the next 2 episodes, and whatever the final, whether Sam becomes the next Captain America or whatever, the final wrap up, I think we're only going to get like the last 5 minutes of the last episode. Yeah. So they're going to cut it to the wire with the last 2 episodes. And then the happily ever after scene, it's literally just going to be 5 minutes and that's it. Done. We're not going to get any good, just like Voyager, when Voyager finally got home, we got like 30 seconds and then boom, done. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell? They're home. All right, done.
Andrew is saying the secret cameo is Rihanna.
That's what I'm hearing for the most part.
Really?
But I think it's funny because talks as Natalie Portman's Thor.
No, well, when I first was listening, I thought that, but I'm hearing it's Rihanna because she's posted several things about being a huge Marvel fan. She's wanted to be, I don't know, but she was scheduled to play in the original Black Panther, but then something came up and she couldn't. So I do kind of think it's going to be around that.
Let me just say this in positive candor. You know, I love you, brother. But he was the same one that said Mark Hamill was going to be in WandaVision, right? So I'll just leave that one there.
When he said that, though.
I know. I'm just messing. I'm just messing.
I'm going to walk in and say, bitch, where's my money?
So Danny's still on his call, so we'll get into our final grades and final thoughts on the show. So Chris Knight, you can go.
Grade, I'll give it an A-. I thought they did a lot of good with the dynamics. They moved the story along pretty well. They gave us a nice little twist there at the end. Like I said, at least I agree with comics. This is kind of predictable where this is going. We know where it has to end up. So, you know, we knew that something like this had to happen. Something had to happen where they're going to have to take Captain America away from this guy, and I think this is the start, if not the way they do it. Overall, as the full thing goes, it was a very good episode. I liked the action. I liked the story, how it moved it along, all of that. And the good in this one way outweighs the problem I had with it. So,
got you. Comics?
I totally disagree. There's a lot of things in this episode that really annoyed me because it's stuff that, like I said, that it's either highlights poor storytelling. I get it that you have to have a make things happen, but there's a lot of what annoys the crap out of me more than anything is when you have that because plot moment. You have to have it happen. Well, be more creative in making that thing happen. That annoys me. Plus, we're getting into territory which I don't like with modern Marvel, which is the whole thing with superheroes fighting other superheroes. It annoys me. It annoys me a lot. This shit's been going on forever. It's been going on too long, and it needs to stop. So I give it a D.
Ooh,
God damn!
I wish I had a Phantom Zone right now. Go ahead, guys. Go.
I would give it a B.
Okay.
I know better. It's gonna. I mean, it was this. I've been constantly with B's. I think I had a B- after the first and second episode. Third, I gave a B. This one, I give a B. I expect the next two to be something out of this world, and hopefully, like comics said, and we all said, they have two major, huge plots to fill up in 2 episodes. So, let's see what they do.
We were saying the same thing with WandaVision, right? When the last 2 episodes were like, how the hell are they gonna close this up because they got so much shit to take care of, right? Mm-hmm. So I don't know. We'll
exactly.
See
Cross your fingers and see if they do it justice.
Austinator.
I'm giving this episode an A. This episode, like I said, no problems with it. It's definitely something I can't wait for next week's episode. Hopefully it's better than this episode, which if it is, then damn, this show will definitely get into high gear.
All right, Deej.
B+.
B+. Any final thoughts or anything?
The only reason, next week we'll watch Falcon get the shield back. That's my prediction.
Got you. LDG.
I'm also on edge because this is it. Last 2 episodes, right? Are they gonna hit it out of the park, or are we gonna get like the worst 2 episodes, like a certain other series that dropped the ball completely? So I'm gonna go ahead and give this episode the first A so far. This is I don't believe I've given any episode an A yet. I'll give this one the A, and with hope that we're gonna get some A pluses coming up. So great episode. Wish they would have done more like this. A.
I'm actually giving this episode an A+. I think it's the best one yet. There wasn't a thing that I didn't like about this episode, so I hope they can keep it up so that I can give the last 2 A+. But Danny. There you go, brother. You have your show back.
What did comics division give this grade?
Yes, Danny, absolutely.
We're already past that point. We're past
because
that
I
point.
said I wished I had a Phantom Zone. He gave it a D.
I gave it a D.
Here it comes.
Hey, Positive Candor giving it an F for Falcon.
Wow.
I haven't listened to Positive Candor all night, and that is why he is not on the show saying that stupid shit he's saying about it should be named the Flag Smashers and all this kind of stuff. Nobody want to see the Flag Smashers. We want to see Falcon Winter Soldier, not no Flag Smashers. So guess what, Positive Candor? Have fun in the chat.
Oh man, I have to say, Danny, that was the best. That was the best Phantom Zone.
That's coming from Monzo. I appreciate that one.
No problem.
Let's go through the chat real quick, see if we get anything. Commodore TY, thank you for coming, sir. He said, oh, that was something about that.
That was about Chris and LDG arguing.
This was going all week. Yeah, probably would. Mm-hmm. Okay, guys, I will see you all in a bit. Gotta go. Okay. Dan Land said a fast descent into madness all around. I can imagine. So somehow I had to go to get a work call and lost control, but I will hope that won't call me no more tonight. It's a full moon in South Carolina, apparently. Watch ODG bring up WandaVision for no fucking reason. I give it 5 minutes. Oh, actually, he's been pretty good. I'm gonna let's give him a round of applause. He finally.
It was actually Chris that mentioned it.
Absolutely,
he started it.
He finally took to the medicine. Needed to fight seemed to give Zemo opportunity to escape. Yeah, I agree with that. Heroes fighting heroes is a Marvel comic staple. It's not a new thing.
Okay. Oh, I never said it was.
He just doesn't. He thinks it's a little bit too much now, right?
Yeah, it's a little too much now. Like I said, they've been doing that stuff very heavy-handed ever since like Civil War. I know. You've had Fantastic Four fight Black Panther back in the '60s, and that was when he was being introduced. Stuff like that. But they fight more heroes than they fight villains these days. Let's put it that way.
I think the fans want to see that though. Who's the baddest?
Well, if I want to see who's the baddest, I'll go watch Superhero Beatdown. I don't want to. I want my heroes going after villains, not each other.
Okay. I was expecting him to take off last week, but he didn't want to destroy the serum. That's why he stayed as long as he did. Comics Division. Shifty Jism says there was a scene from Superman 5. What the fuck? Superman 5? Where Soup's faces pimp slap. Okay, you making that up. IMO, the ending wasn't that dark. It was a good ending, but I've seen way darker stuff on shows like The Walking Dead. It was still good.
Okay, but when we're saying dark for something from
Disney.
Marvel,
yeah.
Showing blood. That's pretty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And swearing on Disney Plus. I was actually surprised about that.
Kiddo said the show is better than the show that shall not be named. I agree. In the comics, Steve Rogers kills people with a shield in the same way, like when he beheaded Baron Blood with his shield.
Oh, that reminds me of the other thing I didn't like. I knew I was missing one. When freaking Zemo gets hit with the freaking shield, he has not even a cut or even blood on his head.
Like, good point.
Fuck, for real?
That's the first thing I thought too. I'm like, is he gushing? Is he gushing? Is he dead? Is he dead? Good. Yeah, but that Baron guy, was that he had like no choice.
He had the ice pack on his face, and that was it.
No,
I guess even a light love tap.
Yet we got blood at the end of the guy banging.
I had a question. Why wouldn't he split the serum with his buddy? Maybe they wouldn't be full strength, but he asked this guy in the bar, if you had a chance to take the serum, would you take it? And the guy said, hell yeah.
Yeah, he probably had taken it by that time, right? He just wanted to find out.
I think that was the decision he made to take it.
So too.
That interaction.
I think so too. I'd say, okay, here's half, man. half a super soldier better than no super soldier.
We don't know how it is. Maybe you need the whole dose. I don't know. I don't know.
Positive camera they use in the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Okay.
Man, that was a fire ass movie though. I'm not even gonna lie.
Woke anti-plot armor. Oh hell, here we go with woke again. Darren said Bucky didn't have the same serum that Cap had. He got a Hydra knockoff serum. I think
that was from like a long time ago when we were talking about the whole thing with Bucky getting his ass kicked all the time.
Mm-hmm. But the serum that these guys have isn't as strong as Cap's serum either.
Yeah.
Right? So
I thought it was more smoother than what a guy was saying, more refined.
Yeah, it was more refined. Yeah,
it is more refined, but it's not as powerful. Cap's one is the one that everybody is trying to replicate, and his is the original and strongest one.
I think it was 2 parts because he had to take this, be injected, and go in that machine.
Yeah, he had the Vita rays as well.
Yes,
and all they're doing is just
injecting.
Part of the problem with the whole super soldier serum stuff is the fact that Cap was supposed to be the one that only got it right, but throughout Marvel Comics history, they keep coming up with new
someone
super
else
soldier
has it.
serums. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it kind of makes it pointless.
Yeah, and then Cap that shit grew muscle because he was skinny like a beanpole.
Yes,
shit.
Yes.
Well, that's what the guy in the container explains, right? That he made it that it's faster for them to get their powers, and there's no change in their physical
body
appearance.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because nobody looks roid raged out. That's why.
Nope.
It's so they can cast that little girl and have her be a badass, and not have to rationalize, hiring a female bodybuilder to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But if I look at Isaiah, he don't look all muscled up like Cap did.
Yeah, but again, he didn't have the perfected one. Captain America is the only one that had the perfected.
The perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, the perfect one. Yeah.
What I had a bit of problem with was why Wakanda wanted Zemo when they were perfectly content with him being in German prison. T'Challa spared Zemo's life in Civil War. Yeah, that is true. That is true. I think they were okay as long as he was in prison.
I guess, but I mean,
but that's very true. I just thought about that. Okay, T'Challa had him and let him go. Now, why they got a hard on for him now?
Yeah, that's a good point.
The current king let him go. He can forgive him that he killed.
Well, this
he may have
so crazy now about it. That's a very good point, man. I didn't think of that.
He may have let him go because he knew that they were going to take his ass off to prison and lock him up forever.
True.
But here's another question. Then let's add all this together. Perhaps that's true, but perhaps this will tie into why they are. Well, perhaps this will tie into Black Panther 2 if they do write T'Challa's character out because of Boseman's death. Perhaps the reason why they're going out and doing this is they're trying to clean up past problems. Like they want to bring him back to Wakanda to have a better eye on him and stuff because maybe something's going on there that we don't know yet.
Right, because we don't know if they wanted to kill Zemo. Maybe they just wanted him in a Wakanda prison as well, right?
I mean, I'd be fine with that.
Huh?
Didn't they throw a spear at him?
Yeah, they threw a spear at. Just it was their
warning sign.
We're here.
Yeah.
It's Wakandan hello. Throwing a spear.
Yeah, if they wanted to hurt him, they would have.
Yeah, they would have got that spear right through.
So I think I'm wondering if they're not starting to lay the seed for something for Black Panther 2, trying to write in T'Challa's death.
I'd rather have them just recast the character at this point.
I want them to do
that really sucks. I liked him as Black Panther, but I want Black Panther to be Black Panther. All right.
At this point, I too want them to recast him now too. You know what I mean? I think if you give like 2 more years or whenever they plan to do, because we know we're not getting a Black Panther for at least 5 years, maybe at least, right? And by that time, you can recast him. Show a little, tribute to him at the beginning.
But they said they're not going to.
I know. That's the thing that annoys me.
I think they should. I think they should.
They should.
Oh my God! I'm about to use Anzo's own thing against him. Recast Chadwick Boseman.
Flawless victory. But let's be real, Danny. Do you really want to see Shuri as Black Panther?
No, I don't.
I don't care. You know who I want to see?
I don't care if that happens in Black Panther 3, but I agree
no
with you guys.
Killmonger, Danny. No.
Yeah,
Killmonger.
I don't want the Killmonger thing either. Like,
He's dead.
So you're better. You want them to bring back a dead character,
a dead villain at that.
Yeah, that takes way too much explanation. How that happened.
You don't know he dead.
Multiverse.
Yeah, he died.
Multiverse.
Oh yeah, they could do.
I will give Danny the fact that if you don't show them dead, then that they're not dead. I mean, there's plenty of times where you think someone's dead because they fell off a cliff or something like that and into some water.
This is not Days of Our Lives.
Yeah,
I still think.
I know he wanted to die. I wanted he wanted to die.
I think they need to recast them or do what they did in Rogue One with Tarkin's character. I think that they've advanced that so far now that they could get it, and they make programming that can take
to do that. But I got a serious problem with that. Taking the visage of a dead actor like that and gluing on a stuntable's body.
Get ready. It's going to be the way that they go.
I'd rather just have them recast the character.
I prefer to recast too, but I wouldn't mind if they did that either. I really wouldn't. As long as they have it perfected, because I don't want that Luke shit. I'm sorry, Luke didn't look proper.
They did that in 5 seconds. They sent that to a 5-year-old at Caltech.
I have to bring this up. They did a better job with Vision's face. That wasn't Vision's face that whole time. They got it down pat now. All they have to do is motion track their face. That whole time you saw Vision, he just had a painted face with dots all over his face. That wasn't even his real face.
That's right.
As long as they get his permission from his family.
Oh yeah, they have to.
Because I don't know how nobody's gonna feel they put their son or wife or loved one to rest.
That's why they got Tarkin. That's why Peter Cushing's family had to sign off on the Tarkin character being in it.
They have Wayne Pilgrim they could have recast him with. He was the guy that played Tarkin in the prequels. And he's almost a dead ringer for him. They could have cast him.
They could have, but I didn't think it looked that bad.
Or they could do, what's the guy in Fast and Furious? Didn't they use his brother?
Yeah, they used his brother.
They did that at the very, very end, and most of the scenes that his two brothers were in were shot from the back.
Yeah.
But in Fast and Furious 10, they intend to have him as the integral character, and they're going to do it. They said
Paul Wall, right? Yeah, I heard that too.
Paul Walker, yeah, his two brothers are gonna. His two brothers are signed to do motion capture and all the body acting, and they're going to just take Walker's face and superimpose it over their faces because their bone structure and stuff is very similar.
Yeah,
well, their bone structure and stuff is similar. Plus, they're doing it more because all the money that's made from these movies, a lot of it goes to Paul Walker's estate, which is for his daughter. So there is a reason there for doing it. They've already said that's what their plans are. Now, how much he's in it, how much they do, maybe he just comes in at the very end. I don't know, but they say he's supposed to be an integral character in 10. It's the wave of the future. You're going to get James Dean. You're going to get Marilyn Monroe. You're going to get all these dead actors because their family wants
the money. Yeah.
Well, they did it a couple times with Michael Jackson and Tupac, like on the concerts.
Well, that's a hologram.
Yeah, those are holograms. I would say that's a little different.
Yeah.
I got to run. It's been fun.
All right.
Take care, dude.
I appreciate it. Thank you, man.
I'll see Chris in 55 minutes.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Yep.
All right. A very good episode, Very good episode of the show. Very good show. Sorry I had to jump in and out, but work called. I enjoy. I thank everyone for coming by. I enjoyed the parts that I did. Was able to to listen to and see. I will definitely watch the playback and watch about the Turkish delights. That's going to be a very interesting topic. So I will definitely replay that tonight. But if you're not doing anything in about 30 minutes, please catch me and Anzo over on Storms Live. I think we're going to be discussing Invincible. If you have not watched that show, fellas, I encourage you to watch
it.
It is very, very good.
LDG, check your Twitter DMs. Sorry.
I binged it yesterday and finished up watching it early this morning. But next Sunday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, same bat time, same bat channel, be episode 5, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And we will go through the same thing again, get ideas and opinions and one words from these individuals on the panel. If you're not subscribed to anyone on the panel, I'm asking you, I'm begging you, please do. These are a fantastic group of guys. They have great content. We all one community, man, that's trying to entertain and trying to bring different views and opinions to you. And we definitely appreciate each and every one of you that follow us and sub to us and watch us. And again, like I said, very heartfelt thanks. Hey, I gotta rep my shirt that Alonzo showed me, but I went and bought it. It is Samuel Jackson and the He-Man saying by the power of the motherfucker. It is my favorite.
That's awesome.
I've been wearing it all day. But again, thank y'all. Have a good night and peace.
Yes.
So, who would like to start?
I'm going deep.